Well, I don't know how much this is going to work because I'm in Oliver's rally car and I'm trying to record because obviously I ain't got enough time today to record a video. It's absolutely quite ridiculous how my life is at the moment. I feel like quite manic as though I'm constantly running round, but I feel like today is an important day. Do you know what I do feel like is this phone is going to go flying as I'm driving, because I've got it resting on the dashboard. Oh, that might be a bit better. But I feel like if I do a sudden turn or a brake on something, this is done for and my phone is flying across the car. But I haven't got, oh my God, can anybody see that? There's something that's not been around for like an eternity. I feel like it's been in hiding. The sun is on my face and that makes me feel so much better. I feel a little bit guilty for putting that down, but I mean, given the fact that I'm playing a balancing act with my phone, I'm gonna have to. Oh, the sun makes me feel so much happier. Does anybody else feel like that, or is it just me? So I'm driving to work. Well, actually, I've set off this morning and I'm in a little Nissan Micra. Woohoo! Get me, full of class, in my Burberry trench coat, obviously. It's mental that I'm driving Oliver's rally car around, but I don't want to buy another car and pay another load of insurance. So this is the needs have musts, and it's not a bad little car actually for what I use it for. I only go around. I generally walk to work now, so to give my moving up. Anyway, this morning you can tell I'm feeling really nervous because I'm ranting and talking at 1,000 miles an hour. I am going to Slimming World for my re-sign up. I messaged Angela, my Slimming World consultant, the other day, and I was like, if I come back, would you have me? And if you would, do I need to bring my book and my card, or do I just re-sign up? Because obviously I've not been to Slimming World in a year. In that year, I've quite enjoyed having a bit of a break from it. I think it is definitely what I needed. I don't regret it. I've not made any major progress. Well, I have, but just not physically, do you know, like with my weight, because I put loads of weight on. I've obviously lost a little bit of that now. But from the last time I went to Slimming World, I just went totally off the rails. My mental health, I had other stuff to worry about, things to plow through. My hormones were horrendous and I just needed a bit of space. I was starting to get a bit obsessive about the scales, hence not wanting to go for a bit. And I do feel like I've come to be at peace with that. I feel a lot more zen about it all. I have been enjoying what I've been doing. The calorie counting's brilliant. I'm not very good at it because I just can't be asked to measure everything. I can't be bothered to measure carrots. I don't want to. So I'm like guessing it and kind of putting it in, but not fully. And then I feel like it gives me a little bit too much freedom doing a plan like that, to just go, oh, I'm all right, I've not really ate much today, I'll just have something rubbish. Where on Slimming World, I do like that because I know that I just have loads of free foods and then the odd treat every now and again, I tend to make better choices. I also feel like intermittent fasting, I'm enjoying that as a concept. I love it. I won't be not doing that. I enjoy that in the morning I just have herbal tea. It cuts down the amount of tea, milk, dairy that I'm drinking, because I'm drinking herbal tea in the morning and I've got used to that and I quite enjoy it. I enjoy not thinking, oh no, I've got to fit in a healthy breakfast. Although I do sometimes miss my eggs in the morning, but what I'm doing is just having them at lunchtime, boiling them in the morning, taking them to work and having them at lunchtime. So that's not really changed, just the time that I'm having it has. I'm quite enjoying having the structure of a window, and it's that that's made me think, actually, I do want a bit more structure in my little life. So I obviously I'm ready for structure, and I needed to not have structure because I needed to have a break and I needed to concentrate on other stuff. But now I've been a bit more reflective, I'm feeling a lot better. I feel like things are leveling out a bit, and the only thing missing is a bit of structure. Now, I quite enjoy the Slimming World diet. I like the concept of it. Do I stick to it 100%? No, I don't eat my 15 sins a day if I don't want them. I'll use them if I want them, but in general, I don't really use them very much. Do I stress out about like eating healthy bees and ears? No, not really. I don't, because I'm not having all my sins. I kind of just think, well, my milk allowance is good. I make sure I have calcium and milk and cheese and things like that, but I'm not stressing out about the amount because I don't have any like sins, so I kind of save my sins for having that kind of thing, if that makes sense. Bees, I used to eat the high five bars quite a lot, and I do enjoy them, and I'm not saying that I won't eat them, but I was eating them, I think, sometimes for the sake of it. So I kind of want to change that. I don't want to just eat them for the sake of it. I won't be eating loads of pasta and potatoes like that. I will be eating them, but I won't be eating loads of them because I don't think you need loads of them. I think you need them in any diet, any balanced diet does. Being really extreme and not eating them full stop and being scared of carbs, I don't think's a thing. I don't think that that's how you should be on a plan, because it's something that's got to not feel restrictive. It's got to feel easy. It's got to feel doable. But is planning every meal around potatoes, eating like jacket potatoes, homemade ash browns, bread, rice, pasta 15 times a day, if you're not really moving much, a good idea? No, it's not. Now that changes obviously for like everybody's diet's different, but the fact of the matter is, if you're not getting out and walking and doing a lot and you're like quite lethargic, then having every meal around a carb, I don't think that is a good move. Like if you're moving a lot, you go, like if you're walking, and by moving I mean basic moving, I don't mean going for like a full gym session. But anyway, that's how I do the Slimming World, and the structure of that and having the free foods that I don't have to really think about really does help. I feel like in a way it takes away the fear of food, the Slimming World diet. Oh, I was going to go then, but actually I've just freaked out because I'm talking to you, so not fully concentrating. Yeah, it probably would have been a bit tight, that gap, so I'm glad I didn't go because I could have ended up causing an accident. And this is the fastest of cars, I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, that is where I'm at. I do really like, I'm looking forward to now going to group and having that structure and using that. I didn't get weighed last week. This is week 103, I think, of my journey, and I am looking forward to getting weighed because I didn't get weighed last week. But then alternatively, I'm not looking forward to getting weighed because one, I've got to face getting on scales in front of somebody again and getting used to that, and I've quite enjoyed having a year of not doing that. Secondly, I've got to kind of accept my debt, which that's a good thing and a bad thing all in one. I'm looking forward to having like a figure that's officially like kind of monitored, not just me doing it and working away from that. I am not looking forward to, I'm a little bit skeptical, not skeptical, I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit nervous of slipping back into like an obsessive, I'm getting weighed every week, it's really important, oh my God, I've only lost a pound, and that kind of thing, because that's where I felt a bit like I were before. I have done work on that. I'm not really feeling like that, but I feel like because I felt like that, I'm scared, and I've worked really hard not to feel like that and not to be so hard on myself and wanting to take things a bit like slower and easier and more realistic. I'm scared of losing that, but obviously because I'm scared of losing it, at least then I'm conscious of that and I hopefully won't then lose it. I'm looking forward to going to the people in the group. I hope there's still some, like, it's a year later, I hope that like some of the people are still there that I made friends with before, because I do genuinely like them. I have missed some of them absolutely loads. And that's about it. I am choosing, I've told Oliver I'm going back to Slimming World. I did feel like it were a bit, I'm not cooking Slimming World meals, which is fine because I cook my own meals. I love stir fry. Give me stir fry every day. I'm fine with that, or an omelette. But overall quite supportive. I do find him a lot more supportive than what he were and less standoffish. That's it, look, that's it, happened. I've lost the phone. Oh God. Oh my God, it's still recorded. Sorry guys. Just balance you there again because windscreen wipers. Sorry about that. We knew it was going to happen. I think I did well to get this far without it happening. Yeah, he's been quite supportive. I'm choosing not to tell anybody else. Not because I don't want to support people, and not because I'm embarrassed of it. It's absolutely not any of them things. More just because whenever I seem to tell anybody about me being at Slimming World and when I'm going and I'll go into the gym. Oh, you can't see me, can you? Sorry. Whenever I tell anybody about anything that I'm doing, such as this, I end up in a situation where people come and join me and do it with me. I find that quite pressurizing. I find it quite off-putting. I find it quite difficult to keep doing that. Do you know, like when you're having a bad week yourself? Oh, say it twice now. Totally jinxed myself, haven't I? Oh, my driving were a bit bad then. Yeah, I find it quite pressurizing, a bit much. And just at the minute, particularly, I didn't make, like later on I might change my mind and be like, yeah, I'm open to it, it's fine, I can handle it. Right at the minute, I just want to get my own head around it, and I want to just concentrate just on me, not on how everybody else is doing and looking after other people, if that makes sense, and making sure they're all right. And if they're having a bad day, I'm offloading that onto me. I don't really want that. I quite like I'm just having a bit of me time, and that is so selfish. I know it's ridiculous, but that's just where I'm at. So I'm arriving now at 8:52, so I'm nicely on time. Although I don't know if she wanted me earlier. I'm sure it's 9 o'clock weighing. Yeah, it is. I don't know if she wanted me in earlier because oh god, there's loads of cars around here. It's so bad, this road, for parking on, but I've got in. To be fair, this car can just be thrown anywhere, can't it, really? It's a right scrap heap. Yes. Oh, my thing is there, so I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go and get weird, and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Hi, I've done it. I've been weird officially, and this is week 103. I've checked my book, I've checked where I'm at, and this is going to be a little bit of a figure overload. Oh god, my house has just gone really dark all of a sudden. Yeah, I've been into Slimming World. I'm just going to say the group that I'm at is absolutely phenomenal, fantastic. I have been to other groups and they're good and I've enjoyed them and things like that. But there's nothing quite like the group that I'm at. They're so beautiful. They're so welcoming. I had about 1,000 hugs off of people. I felt like they genuinely cared and they weren't really bothered about whether I put weight on and the fact I'd not been for like almost a year. It was like I'd not been away. It was really, 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 really nice to go and see some people that have become friends. They were so welcoming, so supportive. I have got them on Facebook. They've been commenting about all my travels and they've been following me along. All just beautiful, beautiful people. And I'm going to be honest, in terms of Slimming World, if you can find the right group, then it's lovely. It is so nice. I'm buzzing from going in there and going and seeing them. Today was supposed to be a cook-off. There were only 3 people that brought things in. I tried a Weetabix cake, which were actually really nice. Like, I would make that. If I do, I will obviously put it on. But the other things had got me in, so I couldn't try them. It were absolutely amazing. My consultant, Angela, I really enjoy her. She's actually really nice. She's done me, I feel like, a little bit of a favour. I've not lost my history. I've took my old books. I've not got a new pack. I had my old card. I didn't get a joining fee. I didn't have to pay for that. I've got all my own history is all saved and on there, so I haven't had to restart, which, you know what I'm like about restarts? I don't like restarts. I think that this is a continuous journey. And I wouldn't have minded if she would have put me on as a new member and restarted me, because I'm doing my journey myself and not restarting, so it wouldn't have really made that much difference. But it's kind of nice that she's not done that, because then I'm just continuing. It's also helped with my figures, because like I do quite like looking at the figures. And by not officially getting weighed and noting it down, I do feel like I've lost my way a little bit in terms of like not knowing where I'm at properly. And I feel like that's not the right structure for me. I kind of do like to know where I'm at. Each week I've got weighed and I'm like, oh God, what did I weigh last week? And that's been a bit disorientating. So I like that I've got my history, my figures are there. So this is going to be a figure lowdown for you. If you're somebody that's new to my channel, and this might be quite good because you'll know where I've been, when I started, and what's happened. So week 103, group, we spoke about some different foods. Angela's been on some training. She mentioned something about not giving people the food diaries, you know, the written ones, as regular, so they should be used for a tool, not to be used every week. Kind of disagreed with that. Some people like to write it down. Some people don't like the app. And I think sometimes some people, when they don't write stuff down, like lose the way a little bit. I didn't particularly really agree with that, but that's fine. She's told me about some healthy bee choices that are new that I need to be aware of. Some really big baps apparently. So when I get like into what they are, I will let you know. And then other than that, we just went round and everybody said the way. I didn't win the raffle. One of the prizes was like one of the snack organisers. I really want that actually, but I didn't win, so I didn't get that, which is fine. It's okay. There's a lot of old faces there. There's a lot of new ones, all equally as chatty and nice. It felt a bit weird going in. It made me like going to get weighed on the weighing scales did feel a bit awkward. And I think old issues where that's concerned did come up because I thought, oh God, I've got to get weighed in front of somebody. But I think I'm a lot better where that's concerned. And it is what it is, isn't it? Do you know, like I weigh what I weigh. Evidently, I'm not skinny. So I'm kind of a bit more at a place where I'm like, I'm just sucking it up. I went to pay and I decided to do a 12-week sign up because that gives me 3 months and it'll make me test it out, see how I get on, make sure this is the plan that I really want to do. And it gives me a bit of focus and it's like commitment, and that costs me about £60, like £59.50 or something like that. I do get a free book with that, which I wasn't aware of until I spoke to Angela, and that will be coming hopefully next week. So we'll have a look at that and see whether it's any good. I do really like the books, the Slimming World cookbooks. I think it promotes me to cook things that I usually wouldn't. I don't use it all the time because I'm sometimes a little bit busy, but I do like, I've got a good collection of the Slimming World books. I buy them from charity shops and things. One of the things I did recognise is Jane Day. I fucking love that woman, can I add? I absolutely adore her. I wish she was in my group. I really do. I completely am on board with so much stuff that that lady says, and if you're not following and watching her, you really ought to. We're talking about the basket, you know, the Slimming World Slimmer of the Week basket, and said how crap basically a lot of people are by not putting stuff in and it's there to support people. I'm on board with that. Like, I never took old crappy veg. I'm always one that'll take tinned foods and like spices. I sometimes, if I find charity shops have got, you know, the cookbooks in that are like £1, £2, I'll buy them, and if I've already got them, I put them in the raffle box, not the raffle box, the Slimming World basket that somebody wins each week. And it's the same in my group. I went today and I'd not really planned really to go, so I took a tin of sweet corn and a tin of new potatoes, put them in the basket, and it was nigh on empty, like not many people have. Now I do understand that people maybe financially struggle, but it'd just be nice, do you know, like you can buy like free tinned stuff for like 20 pence or something, do you know, if you could just like try and make that effort, because whoever wins Slimmer of the Week, it's nice that they win it. And it'd be just nice if people, just everybody in the group put in. There was probably about 4 items in that basket. I don't know whether people added a few more too, but there was probably 4 items in that basket, and 2 of those I put in. So, and I've not been for ages and I took them. I just found it a bit rubbish anyway. So I'm working in a bit, so this is quite a bit of a fast upload. I am trying to talk as fast as I can. I've really enjoyed going back. I'm looking forward to do it in a continuous thing. I have booked holidays in because there's a few weeks that I'm not there, but that's fine because it'll just extend my 12 weeks to like 14. Next week I'm away, well this weekend I'm away in Brussels with Oliver in Belgium. So I don't think this week's going to be the best week on plan, but I'm feeling quite positive and quite motivated. And yeah, do you know, like compared to what I felt yesterday, because I'm quite flat. Yeah, I think it's given me a bit of an oomph and maybe what I needed. So I'm quite happy to be back. I will adapt to the Slimming World plan. I won't really be eating all my sins. I don't particularly have my healthy bees every day, and I do keep an eye on my portion control where carbs are concerned, but overall, yeah, I quite like the structure of the Slimming World plan. So here's my old book. It's got all my stickers on from last time. And I got weighed at week 103 is where I'm at. So I started Slimming World. Oh God. Oh, it's not in this book because I got a new book, didn't I? So I started Slimming World in 2023 in March. And I first weighed in at 25 stone, 1.5 pounds. And I hated life and I just wanted to lose 5 stone so I could get on an aeroplane and I didn't feel as fat, and just to general health problems and stuff. If you've not seen that, it's all on my channel if you're wanting to look at when I first started and what my motivation were and how I felt and the way I looked. It's all there. So fast forward now to week 58. In week 58, which was the 11th of April 2024, I weighed in at 15.12 and I'd lost 9 stone, 3.5 pound. That is the last time I went to Slimming World. So April last year was the last time I actually went to Slimming World to group and got weighed, because then I had my 40th birthday and I just had loads of stuff going on and I just needed a bit of a break. In that gap there, I have gained weight. I think since I gained weight, the heaviest I weighed was 19 stone 8, so I put on quite a bit of weight. And then I've refocused myself and been working on this myself, not just like the food, but I've increased my exercise and activity, and that's becoming more regular. I took a bit more a relaxed approach to weight loss and my mindset. I've really, really worked on my mindset, my triggers, my emotional eating, and the underlying issues where that's concerned. So if you've been following me along, you know that I have been getting weighed at home. And last week, not last week, because last week I didn't get weighed because I forgot and I've been away. But the week before that, I weighed in and I think I was 17 stone 7. Now, don't quote me on that, but I think I was 17 stone 7. So then I didn't get weighed a week and I've been away to Amsterdam. And now this week, week 103, I've got weighed. So I've stepped on the scales this week and weighed in at 17 stone 3.5. Which means in the last 2 weeks, I've actually lost a bit of weight. The change from when I very first started, from when I last went, is that I have put on 19.5 pounds. So if you've known me and followed me along, I get myself in debt with weight. So at the minute, from my lightest that I've ever weighed last April, I've got 19.5 pound to pay back. So then I'm back at my lightest. Up till now, overall, from when I very first started, I now have had a total weight loss of 7 stone 12. So I've only got 2 more pound to lose, and then I've got my 8 stone back to a loss. And then I've only got 1 stone 3 to get 3.5 to get back to my lightest, which I don't think is bad to say that I've not been to Slimming World since last April, and I've been a bit up and down and I've had a bit of a shit year where weight loss is concerned. I regret it? No, because I think I needed that break and I needed to do a bit of self-work to make this a better journey, and I needed my head and my headspace to be in a better place, and I needed to realign what my priorities were and work on emotions and relationships and life just in general, lifestyle, the lot. But overall, they're all my figures. It is week 103 for me. I'm ready to go into week 104. I will be getting weighed next week. I can't say there'll be a massive loss because I am going to Brussels, and even though I do want to lose weight, my life is for living, so I will be eating what I want in Brussels. But that being in Belgium, I will be having Belgian chocolate. I will probably have a cheese fondue, and I think waffles are their thing, so I probably will have them. And the Fritz, you know, the chips that we had in Amsterdam, I think they do those too, so we'll probably have some of those and compare them to Amsterdam. But that being said, I probably will do a shit ton of walking. My body magic will be up, and if I'm good for like all week and I've just got them 2 days where I'm a bit rubbisher but I'm walking loads, and if I try to get to the gym this week and things, well, next week now actually, because tomorrow's Friday. Actually, I'm going to the gym tomorrow, but you know what I mean. I should be okay. It shouldn't be that bad. So overall, I'm really, really happy, and they're just so beautiful and lovely. I am happy to have my book back in my hand to actually give me the numbers, because that was getting a bit stupid because I didn't know where I were. The people there are absolutely fantastic. They are so supportive, and I don't have a lot of people in my life that are that lovely, kind and supportive to that extent. And I do appreciate that, and they probably help me a lot more than what they know. A bit like do you know the people that follow me along on here? It's just refreshing for somebody to actually give a shit about me and where I'm at and what I'm doing, and just be caring towards me and kind and give me them encouraging words. So I really do appreciate anybody that's subscribed to my channel. Let me know what you think about me going back to Slimming World. Is it a good move? Let me know what you think of that. I feel like it's a good move for me. I'm feeling a lot more positive, and I have given myself a kick up the arse from yesterday, and this has given me a last little boost. So I'll be uploading and stuff. I'm probably not over the weekend because I'm going to Brussels. But think thin. I hope you have a fantastic week, and yeah, we'll be catching up, won't we, through the week. See you soon.